Master planning and automatic order long. Before the automatic order will work in the shop warehouse, we have to do first some settings. How we do it? First, we go to released product maintenance, all released products. As you can see, in the list we have column called coverage group. Here we define if the item is ordered manually or it is ordered automatically. First thing what we have to do, it is to give the product the coverage group. When we choose min max, it means that this product will, after other settings, be added to calculation of automatic orders. Make save. The other settings we have in menu plan. Here what we have to do is to create settings for item coverage. We can do it manually or we can do it using wizard. We create new item settings coverage. We define site, define warehouse where the settings should be applied. Next, we use specific group and specific vendor. The condition that the automatic planning is working is that item which we want to order automatically has assigned vendor. We are assigning Cramp as a vendor in most cases. Then we put the settings for periods. We do one period and we put everywhere 14 days, 2 weeks. What does it mean? It means that system will create each day proposal or will check what is the demand for the next 14 days, and also will look 14 days back to see if there are any purchase order for that item already created, and will look 14 days ahead to see if there are any sales order for this item already created, to take them into consideration by calculation. What are quantity ordered, what are quantity waiting for delivery, and what is the current stock. Next, we have to assign what is the delivery time. We put 1 day, as Scrum has next day delivery, 1 working day. Production and transfer is not important for that reason. Then next, we must to put the minimum and maximum quantity. To be very careful, we put minimum 1, maximum 2, and we have to choose minimum K. We take all year, what means that the system will check every day the minimum and maximum and sales and orders, and if stock goes below minimum to 0, will order item up to maximum quantity. We don't choose maximum case because maximum, we want to keep maximum on the same level always. Next, we have all these things. Finish it. When we finish, we can have this overview in tabs. Those tabs also, by using button edit, can be changed here without using wizard. Anyway, what is important to say, in minimum, the tab show us what are minimum quantities for each month. If we would like to choose other minimum case, which is just a little bit dangerous because it creates uh, it is very much depending from season, but just to have sample, spring summer, save, then min max looks like this. It means that in winter months minimum is 0, and only when stock goes to 0 order will be created. In springtime, April, May, minimum has factor on 180, 250, 180, 150. What does it means? It means that by rounding, when our minimum is 1 piece, in March our minimum will be nearly 2 pieces. So when stock goes below 2, it will be ordered. In May, we have minimum K 2.5. It means that if stock will go down below 3 pieces, the order will be created. And then it goes down according to the season. And again, in August, the situation comes back to the, let's say, normal thing. So if we have minimum 1 and factor is 1, so the order will be created only when stock goes below minimum of 1. That's the way of serving seasonality, but in fact, to use the minimum and maximum stocks for seasonal goods is not recommended. All right, I will change it back to all year. It means that all year we want to have the same minimum stock. All right, once the settings are made for item, this item will be also included in a planet order calculation. We have here master planning, and in the menu we have master planning. I would not run it just to show. In the filter records to include, we have only items with coverage group min-max. That was the reason why on the beginning we should assign this group to the item. So for all items which have coverage group min-max, every day this job will run and create proposal of orders. The job is running about 1 hour depending from amount of items which have to be calculated. Anyway, it's set for 3:30 p.m. So before shop close, 4:30 p.m. the planet orders should be ready, and then can be reviewed in can be reviewed in the planet order tab. As it was said in previous picture, here we can add quantities, change quantities, delete the items to be ordered, add items to be ordered, and in the end export order to CRAMP. Of course, all the settings which I showed to be prepared for item in a view of plan can be imported to the system. So for the single item, when there is necessary, we can create the settings manually. If we want to update settings for uh, more items, 10, 20, 50,000, we have to prepare a file, and that can be then imported by IT to the system. So we don't need, of course, to do all the settings manually for all items.